You said you were going to compensate the WASPI women, and they're the ones who feel they've been hard done by on state pensions. But I don't see, I've got your grey book here, the costings for it. I don't see any sign of how you're going to pay for that.
I've got a grey book here if you want.
Yeah. No, I've got yours, that's fine. Where do you pay for it?
It's, first of all, let's deal with the issue.
No, I know the issue, and I understand
but you might,
the issue.
but I'm not sure all our viewers
But
do.
I'd like to know where you go. Let's assume it's a great issue, and you're right. How do you pay for it?
It's a moral case. Those women...
How do you pay
Those
for
women were shortchanged by government, shortchanged in 2011 by the change in the pension rate. I met a group...
I'm accepting that, Mr. Corbyn. I'm asking you, it costs 60 billion.
Andrew, can I
How do
explain?
you pay for it?
Can I explain why?
No, I'd like you to explain how you pay for it.
Let me explain why.
Explain how you pay for it. That's my question.
Let me explain why.
Explain how you pay for it.
We'll pay for it because it has to be paid for.
But how?
It has to be paid for. It's a moral debt.
How will you pay
it's
for it?
a moral debt that's owed to those women.
Will you borrow?
Often between £30,000 and £50,000 has been wrongly taken from them.
I understand that's your case. That's not what I'm arguing with you about. I'm arguing to say, how will you find the money? Now, will you borrow for that?
Had a court case gone the other way, the government would now be having to do it. What we're saying is we will do it. We will do it by paying for it from government reserves, and if necessary, because it's not all going to be paid in 1 year, we will have to borrow in the long term. But I'll just say...
You would borrow for...
Can I finish?
But you would borrow for current spending,
Andrew, I
in other
realise
words.
your determination to find out about this. Can I explain?
Well, I would like to find out if you'd answer the question. You would borrow the 60 billion.
Andrew, it's going to be paid for to a specific cohort of women.
I don't know it's going to be paid for, Mr. Corbyn. It's 60 billion pounds. It's not in your grey book. So are you going to borrow for it?
We will.
It's the only way you can pay for it.
We will raise the money for it, either from reserves or, if necessary...
We haven't got 60 billion of reserves, Mr. Corbyn.
Andrew, as I was